my side, just raise your hand and come up with your question. Towards the end of my class, I would prefer that the question answer should be there. I hope my screen is visible to all. So let me see, if the audience should also be visible to me. Otherwise, it would be a boring subject for me, speaking to the computer screen without the visibility of the audience. So what I will do, I'm not going to share any, PPT with you. I have never made any PowerPoint presentation, throughout my career. Since I find most of the time the PPT becomes a barrier between the audience and the speaker. Since you will concentrate upon the PPT and my eye contact will lose. So I'm still, though the screen is very small, still I am able to see the audience. So first of all, let us find out where are the career avenues for you people, So you people might be exploring your career avenues with the law enforcement agency. Nowadays, the NIA is hiring in bulk. National Investigating Agency, please, you can note down. Then NTRO. I think you might have heard about the NTRO, National Technical Research Organization. Okay, bulk hiring is done for the cyber expert. Okay, and the cyber forensic expert. And then the Intelligence Bureau, IB. Then ED, Enforcement Directorate. Now each state are also, have been mandated by the government of India to have a cyber police station. So in the cyber police station, that only those people will work who are having the knowledge in the field of technology. Okay. So one more place is there, that's the NCB, Narcotics Control Bureau, is also hiring. Okay, they are hiring a contractual as well as a permanent, permanent placement. So you just need to dig out. So what type of, hiring is done? Number one is a cyber investigator. Cyber investigator. And second one is a cyber forensic expert. I think it might be clear to you what is the role of the cyber investigator and what is the role of the cyber forensic expert. The cyber investigator is the first respondent at the scene of crime. First respondent at the scene of crime. Okay. So when you are a first respondent at the scene of crime, and you will arrive at the scene of crime first when any crime has taken place. So the role of the cyber investigator is first role is to identify the digital evidence. Okay. So digital evidence may be located at many places. The digital evidence will be within your devices, or digital evidence will be within the external memory devices, or digital evidence will be within the network devices. Digital evidence will be with the IoTs. Okay, so a lot of field in the digital evidence is emerging up. So when we find any computer system is in a switch on condition, so I'm giving you the role of the first respondent. So I have been, 6 months back, there is one computer-based test was going on. CBT, everybody might be knowing now. One computer-based test was going on in Amritsar. That test was for CTAT, the combined teacher eligibility test, and it was online. You know what happened when the test started now? Everybody has logged into the test module, and the test was already undergoing. It was for 2.5 hours duration. So when the test started now, so one of the invigilator who was roaming within the test center, he found that one participant is sitting idle, and his computer screen is automatically, mouse is submitting the exams automatically. So he finds something fishy. He immediately reported a matter to the center in charge. Center in charge isolated that participant from the computer system, and he found that his computer was attempting to the questions automatically. It means somebody has remotely access to the computer system. Okay, so it was a cognizable offense. Immediately matter was reported to the police. Okay, to come at the scene of crime. Test was still going on. Rest of the participants were just told to just keep on attending the exam, and that particular candidate was isolated. So the police wing headed by one ACP came to the scene of crime. He was first respondent. Okay. So he immediately after arriving at the scene of crime ना, उसने पता क्या बोला, जो एक उसके साथ में एक सब इंस्पेक्टर था और एक एएसआई. So please now seize the computer system. Seize the whole computer system. Mean a computer, the screen, then this central processing unit, cabinet, everything is to be seized. So when he was seizing, so that sub inspector who was a team member of the team, he intimated to the ACP, sir, if we seize the computer system, then we need to shut down. And if we shut down the computer system, there are two types of memories which take place, So here comes the role of the memory forensic. Memory forensics, there are two types of memories within the computer system. And one is a volatile memory, and the second one is a non-volatile memory. So whenever you are attending to any remote computer, any computer system is remotely connected to your computer. So there might be some volatile memory also located in the random access memory of the computer system. And if the computer system is switched off, so what will happen? You will lose all data which is there in the RAM, in the volatile memory. Okay, so please, I work with open source tool only. No penny, no, not even a single rupees to be spent. All open source tools are there. So I will request all the participants, you do one practical today. Download one application known as a volatility. Okay, the window-based application is there. Second one is the FTK imager. So what it will do, it will make an image of all the data which is there on the RAM. So what sort of information you will find from the RAM? Number one is the running processes. Running processes mean which application is active right now. So we need to find out which application is allowing this computer to have a remote access. Okay. So that running processes are active on the RAM itself. So what else you will find from the RAM? RAM is all credentials you will find. Credentials mean that after logging into your computer, you will access your mail ID, you will access your Facebook account, you will access your net banking account. So that requires credentials, user ID and password. So when you enter a user ID and password, that password will not be stored in the non-volatile memory, in the hard disk drive. It will still be located on the RAM. So when we capture the data from the RAM, we also come across with the credentials. Okay, and the other part is encryption. Now the window has come up the encryption of the whole drive, which is known as a bit locker. So suppose if there is any encryption on the drive and you shut down the computer, what will happen? You will not be able to capture the encryption and the decryption keys. Okay. So later on, when the computer system is sent for extraction of data, the law enforcement agency will have a challenge, since they cannot bypass the decryption keys or encryption keys. So what to do? Had we captured the memory from the RAM, we would have also captured the data. We encryption and the decryption keys. Those can be manipulated, and the other information which is there on the RAM is all keywords. Whatever you type, all keywords are there on the RAM. Suppose if you compose an email. So I had one computer system from one of the terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. His laptop was captured by the law enforcement agency in a running condition. So when we acquired the data from the RAM through volatility, so what we found? Here he had composed one email to one of his counterpart where he had mentioned the words that he is going to plant a bomb in a so and so area. So those keywords we would not have found if the computer system was switched off. Okay. So you just do one thing, download, make an image of your computer system today, RAM capture, in a volatility. You will stop using the computer. So much of vulnerable information you will find on the RAM itself. Okay, one more information is there on the RAM, is known as the swap file. Okay, swap file. You know what is swap file? Virtual memory. Okay, now this swap file is also known as a page file. Page file. This page file is the allocated area in the hard disk drive, and this page file become active when the computer system is switched on. This page file just keep silent on the RAM till such time it is switched off. When the computer system is switched off, now what happens? Page file will go back to the hard disk drive along with some piece of data. Okay, so when you capture the RAM data through volatility or RAM capture, it would also ask you, would you like to capture the data from the page file? So you need to say yes. So mean in the page file you will be able to capture the old artifacts. So we previously 2 months back he might have used the password in entering into his email ID. So that password may not be used today, but from the page file you will be able to get the old data. Okay, so now what happened? In that computer-based test in Amritsar, it was going on now. So the sub-inspector rang me up. He asked me, sir, we are at the scene of crime. We are the first respondent. We found one computer system is being remotely accessed, and somebody else from the outside complex is attempting to the questions. So what to do? So first we have acquired the data from the we have made the image of the RAM. Second one, is a DOS, disk operating system. So I will now tell some commands, very good commands through which you will be able to know whether anybody is accessing my computer system remotely. So if whether any malicious application is right now active on my computer system, is taking away my data. So DOS is always there, to give you some data, to give you some evidences. So what to do? Open the DOS file. So I will give you some practical glimpse. So I will open the DOS and type a command cmd at the bottom. This command prompt is there. So run it as an administrator, and hope my this DOS window is visible to you. Here type one command. That command is a net stat, okay, and then give a space.
स्क्रीन फ्री हो गई
हमारी वाली
Am I audible?
Yeah, now audible, sir.
Am I audible to you? Yes, participant?
Yes, sir, yes.
म्यूट है
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible now.
Okay. I think there was some network issue.
Yeah.
What I will do, I will share my screen again. Sorry,
Okay.
Sorry for that. So, I will share. Okay. So my screen is visible to you. So what I did, just note down the command and check your computer system. That is the netstat -ano. So what this command will revert, it will revert you all running processes, all local IP addresses, as well as foreign IP addresses. Okay. So when we run the netstat command on the target computer system, that computer system of that that computer based test Amritsar. So I'm again typing netstat -ano. So when you press the enter button, so some information is scrolled down. So if you see here, there are two types of information coming up. Number one is the foreign IP address. Second one is the local IP address. And the last, if you see the last column is known as the PID. PID is a process identity. This PID will tell me which application is active right now. Okay. So here I am finding that my computer system is in established mode. You know. So I found a few IP addresses where my computer system is established. Win is connected from the remote computer. So when we run this command on the computer system of that computer-based tester, we found some foreign IP addresses. So from the foreign IP address, so you might be knowing when we are communicating with some outside computers, our data is broken into pieces, which is known as a packet. Okay, so this command is as good as a packet capture. So when we capture the packets, so the IP addresses of the server as well as the IP addresses of the end user are captured. So we found one IP address which was of the geo giga fiber, whereas in the that examination center, the internet service provider was a net plus some other service provider. So geo giga was the IP address of the foreign user which was connected to this computer with one application known as admin. I think you might have used this admin. So what I am going to type is a malicious application which provides the remote access to the user admin. Okay. So here I am able to get the foreign IP address. At the same time, I also want to know which application is active right now and how much data is being uploaded and downloaded and how much size of the memory is being taken by this application. So please note down one more command. That command is known as a task list. Task list. Okay. So you can do practical on your computer system whenever you find time. So here I type a command, a task list. So when I type a command, a task list, I think my screen is scroll down. So in this data, you will find that task list has decoded the PID. Previously, only I was finding the PID number. Here the name of the application as well as the size of the data which is occupied in the memory is mentioned. And suppose if you find that the size of the data is huge, so mean whenever we are connected remotely now, so the memory size will be huge. So huge memory size means the malicious, some malicious application is there. Okay. So the command was, what was the command? Task list. Sometimes we find a computer system, when we see the computer, computer is the password protected. Okay. And the user may not reveal the password sometimes. When a window password is there. Okay. Sometimes we find we raid at the scene of crime. और यूजर क्या बोलता है सर मैंने तो अभी चलाया 10 मिनट पहले कंप्यूटर को जबकि we don't go by the hearsay, we go by the evidence artifacts. Just we wanted to know how many users are there on this computer, whether any user is password protected or whether any drive has been encrypted or not. So that you can find out that with the tools, but without tool also that information you can find. So please note down one command is there. That command is net space user. This command reverts you the details of how many users are there in this computer and whether any user is password protected, on which date he has applied the password, and on which time and date he has logged into this computer. So I'm going to do one that run this command. Just see, net space user. Then press enter. So when you press enter, net space user, oh, my screen is visible to you. I will try, if it can be, just. Okay, so net space user is there now. In this command, when I enter this command, so I am able to find that there is one user named HP, and that user is administrator. So he is the full super user of this computer. One more user is there which is created a default user. Whenever you install any Windows on the computer now, that user is known as a guest user. So I am concerned with HP only. So what I will do, I will type on more command. So here you will be surprised to know that whatever password we apply on the computer, Windows password, that is a fancy, cosmetic hota hai sara. Within 1 minute that password can be broken. So we do sometime when we see the computer system and it is password protected. So please note down one more command is there. Net space user and followed by username HP and press enter. So when I enter this command, in my screen you will find the details of this user. That it is asking whether this account is active, yes. Whether the account will expire, never. Whether the password was set, on which date the password was set, okay. Whether the password is required right now to enter into this computer, no. So we no password is required. So the important thing that is here, at what time this computer system was logged down. So it is giving the information that this computer was logged down today is the 20th of December 2025 at 11:20. So means the perfect time it is given for a logon. So no chance of any myth. So we cannot give any fake information that we user. So one more command is there that I am going to tell you how this user password is fancy password. How such type of passwords can be broken. So एक और command है क्या लिखा मैंने यहाँ पे net space user followed by the username HP and followed by a wild character which is oftenly used in the DOS and also used with Linux. That wild character is known as the star. So star means now I'm able to I'm going to tell this computer system whether it is a password protected. And if it is a password protected, the password is star mean everything A to Z 0 to 9 all special characters. So press enter star and then press enter button. So now it is asking me to enter the password of the user. So I don't know the password of the user. What I will do? I will leave it blank, again press enter button. Now it is asking me to re-enter the password. Again I will leave it blank and then press enter button. So now the command is telling me that the command completed successfully. So mean whatever password was there on this computer is now reset. So mean next time whenever you will log in into this computer, it won't ask the password. So it is fancy only, na? So we are the first respondent at the scene of crime. So we need to find out the such type of information from the computer. One more thing that I am going to tell you is that we can encrypt the whole drive today. There is one feature, which has been introduced by the Microsoft Windows operating system. That feature is known as a BitLocker. Sometimes what happens, we seize the computer, the whole drive is locked. Mean C drive or D drive both are locked. And if it is locked, the encryption is so strong now, even the Microsoft could be failing, in providing you the decryption key. So before, seizing the computer, we just want to find out whether there is any encryption in place in this computer or not. Please note down one more command is there. That command is manage -BDE and then space -status. So what it will do? It will give you the details whether any encryption is there, what type of encryption is there, what is the encryption key. So what I am going to do? I am going to type this command manage -BDE followed by -status. Okay, so I think my screen has scrolled down and is visible to you. It is telling me that there are 3 drives on this computer. None of the drive, lock status is unlocked. So mean encryption is available, but encryption has not been applied. Protection is off. So mean no encryption is there on the computer. Okay. So it is the duty of the first respondent at the scene of crime, which is known as a cyber investigator. So we need plethora of avenues are coming up. So a lot of hiring is taking place by the law enforcement agencies, CBI, IB, ED, NCB, NIA, for the cyber investigator. So only the BTech or BSc computer science with some certification of cyber forensics will serve your purpose. So do one more thing that you are aspiring for some career avenues. So you can just explore those what are the prerequisites for being a cyber investigator. So you will be able to have an idea before going for the placement drive. So what type of recruitments are being taken place? Okay. So the second role, I think before that second role, I would define. You might be knowing that the government of India has come up with a new criminal law, and these laws were declared in December 2023 and implemented in July 2024. Okay, so please go to the salient features of the new criminal law. In the new criminal law, there is one law named as the Bharatiya Sakshya Niyam. Previously, it was known as the Indian Evidence Act. So this, if you go through Bharatiya Sakshya Niyam now, so the digital evidence has been given a most signified role as compared to the other physical evidences. So I mean, when the digital evidence has been given a most important role, so automatically there will be a big hiring for the expert or for the investigator. So please read one section of law in the Bharatiya Sakshya Niyam, section 39. Bharatiya Sakshya Niyam. Okay. So you will have some idea. So section 39 define the role definition of expert. So it will tell you who will be an expert, what is his definition, what are the prerequisites for the expert, so that you can mold yourself in that direction, Okay. So when the research will come up, so I will also tell you what are the topics where the research can be done. We, the law enforcement agencies, are dealing with the big data. Okay. There is no solution of the big data. Now, many tools are coming up, AI-aided tools, but those tools are of no use. So big data, maybe in the type of voice communication of the producers or the criminals, voice logs. Sir, मेरे पास से केस मध्य प्रदेश में ना 15 years back we had made use of the AI. 15 years back, now it has been given a fancy name, the artificial intelligence. No, we were having a voice logs of many offenders and the criminals. Voice logs, voice logs. What does it mean? Voice communication, interception. So we were having a recording of voices of many offenders. So the law enforcement agency was finding it difficult. Sometimes we were intercepting the phone call of the criminal. Okay, so when we were intercepting the call, we come across with the voices. Voice. First, we just failed in identification of that voice. Who is that person is? So what we did? AI means we were holding the database of all those voices of the criminal. What we were doing? We were plotting the interception to the available data of the voices, and thereafter the comparison takes place with the help of application. And if any voice is matching, so it gives some information to us that the person, mean A party and B party, both were communicating. What were those persons? Okay, so it's AI only. So research is like a facial recognition, voice comparison, voice identification. These are some of the research topics in India. We are totally dependent upon European countries. They are manufacturing tools for us. Those tools are very costly, very, very costly. Actually, the cost would be very low if those are manufactured in India. So many research is required. We are not putting any research. Okay. So Bharatiya Sakshya Niyam section 39. Go through it. So I will tell you one more case. Case is the time and date stamping. Please read this. Listen this case carefully. By the rating system. What happened? In one of the case of a murder. So the police found one incriminating picture in the mobile phone device of the deceased. And that this picture was a nude picture. He was having, sex with one of the very, very, very reputed person in that area. That nude picture was there in the mobile phone device. And that high profile person, the police was not, nabbing that person, giving some benefit of his power. Then the case was later on transferred to the CBI. अब जब CBI के पास केस है ना, CBI started investigation. So what the CBI did ना, CBI seized the mobile phone device of the deceased. Deceased means that who was murdered. Okay, CBI also gone through the case file. Case file they found the alleged person was a serial bureaucrat in that state, and he was denying that he is not knowing that this is girl. He was denying, he was not admitting that वो बोलता मैं तो जानता ही नहीं लड़की को. अब लड़की के मोबाइल से एक पिक्चर मिली from the deleted data. So mean the deleted data can also be recovered. So here comes the role of the mobile forensic. So as of now, when we speak about the mobile forensic, we are totally dependent upon tools. And tools sometimes give a garbage, Garbage means the data may not be also so much interpreted, which can very easily be understood by the law enforcement agency. So those tools, the major tool which is used by the law enforcement agency is known as UFED. I think आपने सुना होगा UFED के बारे में, Universal Forensic Examination Device. And this tool is used for extraction of data from the mobile phone devices. Okay, the cost of this tool is 25 lakh. One single user 25 lakh, and the validity is for 1 year only. Well, it is valid for 1 year only. So we need to spend every year. Every year we need to spend 25 lakhs rupees. Okay, so this tool is developed in America. So had it been developed in the country, the cost would have been 1 lakh only. So nobody is doing any research in this field. So this tool is capable of doing the three types of extraction. So we will know the limitation of the tool. Extraction number 1 is a logical extraction, and the 2 is a physical extraction, and the third is a file system extraction. So we can extract the three types of data from the computer system. Okay, so three types of extraction can be done. Logical extraction means under this logical extraction, we are not able to extract deleted files. So in the case of a logical extraction, only available files are extracted. Okay, so when the available files are extracted, it means no deleted file. But in case of physical extraction, we are able to get whole data from the mobile phone device, mean the deleted files are also extracted. And the third one is a file system extraction, mean all the data dependent upon the application. The application may be WhatsApp, application may be Telegram, Instagram. So mean the dependency on the data, mean any application. So mean application data is extracted with the help of file system extraction. So with which extraction is now capable of extracting the deleted file. So mean the physical extraction. So what is the limitation? Only 40% devices are allowed for a physical extraction. So mean the rest of the 60% devices we are not capable of getting the deleted files. So here comes the R&D. Here comes the research. Why we are failing in getting the full data from the device? Okay, full data means we are not having a root level access of the device. So once the device is rooted, so full access is provided. So is a research topic. Why don't we have indigenous applications which are capable of doing the full extraction? Mean even if the file is root protected, so we can have access to the root files and get the full, even the deleted files. Okay, got it? So again come to that case, one picture was found from the mobile phone device, deleted file, of a disease was killed, and the allegation was raised against one very senior bureaucrat. A file was extracted, and what happened, the time and date stamping of the file. So there are three types of time and date stamping which is done by the operating system, and I think you might be knowing time and date stamping. There are three types of time and date stamping which is done by the operating system. Maybe it's Android, maybe it's Windows, and that three types of time and date stamping is known as a MAC time of date stamping. In this MAC time and date stamping, M stands for date oblique time of modification. And I will ask you some questions. Not here. Please be very careful. A stands for date oblique time of last access, and the C stands for date oblique time of creation. So mean every time whenever you create a file, three types of time and date stamping will always be there. Okay, date and time of creation, date and time of modification, date and time of last access. Suppose if I created one file on the computer system and the today is the 20th of 12th 2025 and the time is 10:20:30 is the time format, and the date and time of modification is just see this one. In one suppose there is one file where the date and time mean suppose I will bring it to one page only so that okay. So last access date is, so suppose you find a file where the three types of time and date stamping are identical. So mean the date of creation, date of modification, date of last access is identical. So what you will assume? What you will assume? That after the creation of this file, it has neither been modified nor last accessed. Okay, assumption. So when it has not been altered, it has not been modified, it has not even been opened after the creation. So in what happened in that case of a murder, that the deceased mobile phone device one picture was found. So picture may date and time of creation of the picture was 9 April 2021 and the time was 14:20:50 this time, and the modification was 07/4.2021 and the time was 9:20:10 and the date and time of last access was 10th of April 2021 and the time was 11:40:10. Do you find anything unusual in this file settings? Property, time and date, anything unusual? Yes, participant. Raise your hand. How the file can be modified before the date of creation? So if you table such type of evidence to the court, court will never appreciate. Defense will prevail. Defense counsel will 100% prevail. Okay. So how it happened? So the CBI got confused in this case. How it happened? How the file can be modified before the date of creation. So we need to find out the truth. So the investigating officer, who was the deputy superintendent of police, he came to my office along with the file. He asked me the question, sir, whether the file can be modified before the date of creation. It is very unusual. Court is denying appreciating this evidence. Can it happen or not? Yes, it can happen. You know how it can happen? When we transfer any file from one device to another device, what happens? This time and date conflict will always be there. Suppose today the 20th of December 2025, I captured one picture on my mobile phone device, and later on after 2 days, I transfer that picture to my computer system. So what will happen? The current time and date of my computer will be the date and time of creation, and the date and time when this picture was actually taken on the mobile phone device will be the date of modification. Okay, so what will be my assumption at that time? At that time, my assumption will be that the time and date of modification of this file is in actual the date and time of creation of the file. Okay, so I will show you one example. So what will come to your rescue at that time? If such type of evidence is tabled before the court, court will never accept with such type of evidence. So I am a visiting resource person with many academies across country, judicial academy. So I used to teach the judges or the prosecutors how to appreciate, sir. If such type of evidence comes up, what to do? So who will tell you the truth of the file? So please, the truth of the file will be naked out by the use of one data. That data is known as the metadata. So what is the metadata? Data over data. This metadata keeps the information. Number one, device identity. Number two, original date and time of creation. And number three is a geolocation. So this metadata will also keep the information of the geolocation. Number four, whether this document was ever printed and if it was printed on which date it was printed. Number five, number of editing. So whether this document was edited. So how many times this document was edited? It can be recovered from the metadata. So what I will do I will show you one image file. So please go through the properties. Note down those properties on your notebook. And thereafter I will ask some questions. Okay. So hope I'm not boring you not. Just wait. Just wait. I'm going to go give you some. What I will do, I will show you one file. Just see this file now. It is there in my pen drive. Okay. Yes. I will show you some properties of the file and will request the participant. Please note down the properties. Just wait. Oh, yes. Okay. So the property of the file. Yes. So you know what happened? So I think is the property visible to you? Date and time of creation, date and time of modification, date and time of last access. Is it visible to you?
Not very clearly.
Okay. So if it is not visible, what I will do? I will magnify. Magnify. So it is magnified, just note down these time and date stamp. Just, magnify. I will do again a magnify, try. So please note down this time and date. Okay. So it is showing that this picture was created on 25th of, sorry, I have shown you some more, another picture, no? Just wait. I will locate the picture which metadata I was going to show you. Is a geo device. Okay, so please again magnifying this. So please note down this. So the date and time of creation is November 25th, 25, and the date and time of modification is August 25th, 2025, and the date and time of last access is today, December 20, 2025. So this is conflicting that the file was modified 3 to 4 months before the date of creation. So there is some conflict. So how to find this the actual factual condition of the file? So I will show you of this the image. The image is this one. So by seeing this image, are you able to find out which device was used? Number one. Number two, what was the actual date and time of creation? No. And what is the location of this file? No. So please note down two open source tools are there, and that those tools will extract the metadata. Okay, so number one tool is www.pick2map.com. Second one is www.metadata2go. So these are the two applications in open source portals which will extract the metadata from the file. Okay. So what I will do, I will open that image which I have shown you in a pic-to-map right now. Okay. So yes, pic-to-map. I will visit a site pic-to-map. So when I enter the site pic-to-map, so now it is asking me to select the photo file, which metadata would you like to extract. So I will click over here. Just wait. So it is opening up. So sometime it will be dependent upon the bandwidth of the server. I will try to connect it to my computer. Yes, so my this picture is now has been uploaded to pic-to-map. So when it is uploaded, so now it's showing here, if you see that the left hand corner, the picture was taken on a Samsung device SN G780F, and the actual date and time of creation is 25th of August 2025. It is there. And this picture was taken on the location, is perfect location it is showing. Okay. And if you go down now, so what type of other information is there? Mean the megapixel of the camera, shutter speed, and even you will be surprised to know that it also captures whether the flashlight was used or not in the picture, number of editings. Okay, so mean the second website is also there. That site, so that is the metadata to go. So in this metadata to go, it will extract the data from any format of the file. Maybe that file is a picture file, that file is a video file, that file is a PPT, that file is the XLS. So it will extract the data. Okay. So there is the importance of the evidence. So evidence means forensically we can still give the opinion to the court. Sir, the file actual date and time of creation is this much, so that it is appreciated. But it's a very tedious task. Court may not very easily get convinced. So we have to prove it scientifically. How the scientifically the information is derived from the file. So it's only the digital footprint which will help. The next option is there for you people, which is a emerging field, is known as a cloud forensic. Nowadays, the data resides in the cloud. Not in your mobile phone device, it will be only the cloud. Sometimes the data is deleted from the device, but we are able to get back that data from the cloud itself. So we in the cloud, we are attached to the Microsoft cloud, we are attached to the Android, mean a Google cloud, we are attached to the iOS, mean a iCloud. So what type of information is there in the cloud? We also need to be very, very careful, whatever you do is also captured by the cloud. अरे cloud ना भी जानता कितने सांस लिए दिन में, तो काम करेगा सबके साथ. Most of you might be holding a Android device. So what we will do? Which cloud is right now connected? We may sync with my device. So one practical we will do. Take up your device. Okay, open the browser Google Chrome. Okay, under this Google Chrome, visit the site accounts.google.com. Accounts.google.com. So when you enter the site so the page will display your name. So under that page just click on the personal info tab. Okay, so in the personal info tab, it will show you your mobile numbers as well as your mail ID. So here be very careful. If there is any email ID which is not known to you, if there is any mobile number which is not owned by you, so you are in trouble. Okay, so what I will do, I will show you up. I will visit the site accounts.google.com. So when you visit the site, this page will appear. Just it's opening up. In this page, just click on the personal info. So when you click on the personal info, under this personal info tab, you will find out here are the listed email IDs and the mobile numbers. Okay, so we in first instance, we are able to identify which mobile number is synced with his cloud, which email ID is synced with his cloud. Vice versa, we can extract this information from the mobile phone device. We can also extract this information from the cloud. So हाथ उठाइएगा अगर आप जिसका कोई मोबाइल नंबर एक से ज्यादा नजर आ रहा है, हाथ खड़ा करें आप में से पार्टिसिपेंट. Are you able to see? Okay. किसी को ऐसा मोबाइल नंबर नजर आया जो उसका है ही नहीं, हाथ खड़ा कीजिए. So we will say good. Okay. So similarly, you can also view this information from the iCloud. So the site is at www.icloud.com, where you can find the list of devices, where you can find the details of the devices, where you can find the mobile numbers or the email IDs registered in the cloud. Okay, sometimes our devices are lost, So then you report a matter to the police. So when you report a matter to the police, police is hardly able to trace out any device. Venus success rate means very poor. Success rate is very poor. Only in the case of a 1% case that the police will be able to trace back your device. But here I will tell you some of the factors through which you can yourself trace your device. The identity of the device is none only than is the IME number only. So when you dial a star hash 06 hash on your mobile phone device, you will get IME number. In case of a digital SIM, you will get two IME numbers. So what happens when you insert a SIM card in the mobile phone device, your IME number automatically travels to the service provider, and it becomes a part of the database of the service provider. So at a later stage, if any device is stolen or snatched or is lost, we get the data from the service provider. That which mobile number is right now registered with the same lost IME number. But I will tell you, you yourself can trace back your device. How come Please note down in case of Android. Please note down the site. And the site is www.google.com/android/device manager. Okay. Even some network issue comes up now. Hope I am audible right now.
Yeah.
Sir, hope I am audible.
Yeah, we can hear.
Yes, sir, you're audible now.
Okay, sorry, there was some network issue. I'm not sure what happens. I'm a remote location right now. So, my screen is visible to you. So, please note on the site is www.google.com/android/device manager. So, here you will be able to find out where is your device, number one. Number two, sometime we leave the device in some hostile location, and thereafter the device we forgot where we have placed that device. Sometimes we keep the device in a silent mode and भूल जाते हैं कहाँ रखा उसको, उसको भी आप ढूंढ सकते हो। देखो अभी मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, I'm visiting a site www the same site, you know, google.com/android slash device manager. So when we enter into this site na, so देखिए now it is showing me that right now this person is having a mobile phone device, a perfect location it is showing me. Okay, sometime what happens now, we lost our device and we are not able to trace back our box the device and the bill. So the police requires the IME number. So IME number is not good, but you can identify the IME number from here. Just click on this setting tab. So the IME number, ये देखो IME number नजर आ रहा है. So mean मैं यहाँ पे मेरी डिवाइस अभी साइलेंट मोड में पड़ी हुई है. I can also play sound on the device. So when I click on the play sound ना, ये देखो, now my device is buzzing. I can even factory reset the device. Factory reset. So when you click on this factory reset now, whole data which is lying in the device will get factory reset. अभी पीछे मैं क्लास ले रहा था मोबाइल में, तो one of the student got so enthusiastic ना, उसने क्या किया, मेरी क्लास में प्रैक्टिकल करते करते फैक्ट्री सेट का बटन दबा दिया। बाद में रोता चिल्लाता मेरे पास है, सर मेरा डाटा होल डाटा इज लॉस्ट। मैंने व्हाट हैपेंड, कहता मैंने फैक्ट्री सेट बटन दबाया। सो बी वेरी केयरफुल व्हेन you press a factory set, what will happen, all those sync devices, mean whatever device is showing right now with this Galaxy A22, the data will get lost, will to the factory set. Okay, और गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने एक और पोर्टल बनाया है, नो, फॉर द लॉस्ट डिवाइसेस। वो पोर्टल हमें भी मदद कर रहा है, वो पोर्टल बड़ा बढ़िया पोर्टल है जी वो। सो सपोज व्हेन योर डिवाइस इज लॉस्ट, गो टू दैट पोर्टल, यू कैन पुट योर डिवाइस इन ब्लॉक डिवाइसेस। So mean if your device is blocked, if somebody is finding your device ना, वो अपना सिम डालेगा, उसकी डिवाइस पेपर वेट की तरह काम करेगी आपकी, तो मतलब चलेगी नहीं। और जैसे सिम डालेगा ना वो, you will get back the notification that your device is now attempted to register on the mobile SIM card number so and so. So मतलब आपको ढूंढवाने में भी मदद कर रहा है। So note down the site is बहुत बढ़िया साइट है जी वो, www.ceir.gov.in. Okay, in this site, what I will show you up. So mean the law enforcement agency is having extra privilege. CEIR.gov.in. So when we visit the site CEIR, this page will open up. In this page, it is now you can block the stolen mobile, you can unblock the found mobile, and you can also check the status. भी कभी कोई सिम डालने की कोशिश कर रहा नहीं कर रहा, तो you will be surprised to know the data. You know, there it comes now statistics. As of now, 43,18,000 mobiles have been blocked, and out of those 43 lakh mobile phones, 26 lakh mobile phones were traced back. So mean the success rate is very high. अभी परसों एक जुडिशियल ऑफिसर का मोबाइल फोन जो था गुम हुआ था, we put that mobile phone device on this portal and we were able to trace back that device smoothly. हमें सिम कार्ड का पता लगे जिसने उसमें डाला था। So mean ये हेल्प कर रहा है, बट यहाँ पे पुलिस को और ज्यादा प्रिविलेज है। क्या प्रिविलेज है दिखा रहा हूँ, this login, this restricted access is only provided to the law enforcement agency, and this data will keep the information of all those handsets whatever you are using right now. Okay, so I will show you the glimpse of this website, how it works, you know, how your IME numbers are captured by the service provider. So I will just I will log in into this site now. तो देखिए मैं साइट में लॉगिन कर लेता हूँ एक बार। आप देखिएगा मेरे पास OTP से प्रोटेक्शन हो रहा है। So I have got the OTP 246115. 246115. So I'm verifying through OTP. So I will request any of the participant, if you could please give your mobile number. Any of the participant, please give your mobile number. कोई आप में से कोई एक देगा? Please unmute yourself. हाँ जी बताइए।
88,153
88,173
153
88,153
20328
20328. Thank you, sir. So, whosoever has provided me his mobile number ना, अब
Yes.
देखो क्या बता रहा है?
Yes, mobile number.
कहते हैं इनके पास अभी इनके पास मोबाइल फोन है जो कि है
हाँ है मेरे पास।
1+7 का,
हाँ,
करेक्ट?
बिल्कुल।
हाँ?
1+7 का ही है।
हाँ, अब 1+7 है, उसके दोनों IMEI नंबर आ गए और ये मोबाइल इन्होंने 9 फरवरी 2024 को 11:48 पे सिम डला इसमें।
हाँ।
इससे पहले इनके पास मोबाइल फोन था ओप्पो का वन प्लस टेक्नोलॉजी का ये मॉडल दूसरा था। ये मोबाइल इन्होंने 14/1/2024 मतलब 1 महीने के अंदर ये हैंडसेट चेंज कर दिया। उससे पहले इनके पास मोबाइल फोन था Redmi 9 पावर।
नहीं सर, ये सब मेरे पास नहीं थे।
अरे सर ये दिखा रहे हैं, देखिए ये आपके क्या मोबाइल है ये?
अच्छा, हो सके ये सिम जिन में पड़ा हो उनमें होगा, क्योंकि
मुझे
सिम
नहीं मालूम, बट ये डाटा आपके नंबर के केस में है।
नहीं, ये Redmi वगैरह मैंने कभी यूज ही नहीं किया सर।
अरे सर मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपका सिम कार्ड Redmi डिवाइस पे डला है 100%।
हाँ सर, ये हो सकता है कि ये सिम मुझसे पहले जिनको दिया गया होगा इन
हो
पड़ा होगा।
सकता है,
हाँ।
हो सकता है। देखिए ये देखिए Redmi बता रहा है
बिल्कुल।
2 मार्च 2022 को ये सिम आपके पास था।
हाँ, नहीं ये 22 को नहीं था मेरे पास।
बस ठीक है, समझ गए, इससे पहले होगा ना?
नहीं, इससे पहले
तो
होता
हमारे
था।
पास ठीक है
24 में, ये मेरे पास 24 में आया है।
हाँ, तो कोई इशू नहीं है।
हाँ।
तो हमें जो पहले यूज कर रहा है उसके लिए डिटेल आती है। देखो
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
2020 से लेकर अब तक की पूरी डिटेल आती है। ओके, so this whole data is there, so we cannot escape. So we need to prove. We sometimes need to prove in the court the device identity. So we have a data. So nobody can bluff. सर मेरे तो डिवाइस ही नहीं है, मैंने तो चलाया ही नहीं कभी ऐसा। तो ये तो सब कुछ यहाँ पे कैप्चर्ड है। Every information of your device is captured. Okay, now one more thing.
Sir, I have one question here.
हाँ।
So मतलब ये तो फिर हमको भी मान लो जैसे हमारे नंबर से कोई बाद में कहता है कि ये आपके नंबर से ये प्रॉब्लम हुई है, और अगर जिस डेट में मैंने सिम खरीदा उससे पहले का, तो फिर मैं भी बच सकता हूँ ना इससे। तो फिर
नहीं, देखिए
हाँ।
हमारे पास डाटा है। हमारे पास क्या है? डाटा IMEI नंबर वर्सेस मोबाइल नंबर वर्सेस IMEI नंबर। ओके, सो हमें पता लग जाता है कि आपने सिम किस डेट को खरीदा।
बिल्कुल।
ओके, और एक और बता रहा हूँ सर, अभी बायोमेट्रिक्स आर आल्सो गेटिंग कंप्रोमाइज्ड। So somebody else has stolen your biometrics and taken away SIM card against your identity.
Okay.
हम जानना चाहते हैं मेरे आधार के ऊपर कितने सिम कार्ड अभी तक चल रहे हैं। पहले क्या होता था पता है? नया सिम कार्ड लेना होता था ना, बोलता था ID प्रूफ लेके आओ, रेसिडेंट प्रूफ लेके आओ, वोटर लेके आओ, तब मिलेगा। अभी बोलता है कुछ भी मत लेके आओ, सिर्फ बायोमेट्रिक्स लेके आओ, ये लेके आओ, आपको नया सिम कार्ड मिल जाएगा। तो क्रिमिनल बड़े शातिर हैं। अरे वो बायोमेट्रिक चुरा के आप सिम कार्ड आपके नाम के ऊपर लेके बैठा हुआ है। आप जानना चाहते हो आपके आधार के ऊपर कितने सिम कार्ड चल रहे हैं? तो एक तरीका बहुत अच्छा बता रहा हूं आपको। गूगल के अंदर जाके टाइप कीजिए टैक्सकॉप। So when you type a TAFCOP in the Google search, you will come across with a portal created by the government of India for how many SIMs are there. मैंने यहाँ पे टाइप किया TAFCOP। तो जैसे टाइप किया ना TAFCOP, so it will carry you to the portal। ये वाला पोर्टल है संचार साधन। अब जब इसमें मैं जा रहा हूँ इस पोर्टल पे, ये मेरे से पूछेगा माय मोबाइल नंबर। So it won't ask me my Aadhaar number. You know why? Since Aadhaar number is to be kept masked. अब यहाँ पे मैं डालूंगा मोबाइल नंबर। सर आप अपना नंबर रिपीट कर देंगे प्लीज दोबारा।
सर 88 153 20 328
328. So I will request all now. So you should check how many SIMs are there. So what I will do, I will enter the captcha 3. So after entering that captcha, validate the captcha. Captcha is validated. Sir, you will get the OTP. मेरे को दे सकते हो सर आप बगैर किसी चिंता के। OTP आऊंगा सर आपके पास?
हाँ सर, ये 67।
एक मिनट, मैं इसको थोड़ा सा साइड में लेके, हाँ 67
6373
6373 676373.
Yeah.
So when I press the login button now, so sorry, what happened, This session was at the same time. आप भी क्या इसको एक्सेस कर रहे हैं क्या?
नहीं नहीं, अच्छा एक
यहाँ से दो जगह पे एक्सेस
अच्छा हाँ हाँ हाँ, मेरा भी खुला हुआ है, मैं यहाँ से बंद कर देता हूँ, मैं यहाँ से बंद कर देता हूँ।
हाँ, चलिए मैं दोबारा करता हूँ।
हाँ जी,
अब ये पकड़ लेता है छोटी छोटी सी बातों को।
अच्छी बात है सर, ये सब जरूरी है।
हाँ, सो मैंने अभी ये टाइप किया, वैलिडेट कैप्चर किया। अब ओ सॉरी, कैप्चर इज इनकरेक्ट। HTRM क्यों? और अभी एक बार ये लॉगिन में इशू आ गया ना, ये बड़ा मुश्किल से मानता है। LS5AS सॉरी LS5A स्मॉल s। अरे मैं तो करेक्ट डाल रहा हूँ X4। अभी ये ना इसको लग रहा है अनयूजुअल कर रहा है। वही स्मॉल। अरे तो देखिए, अब इसको ना नंबर ऑफ कैप्चर्स आई एम एंटरिंग, इट इज फाइंडिंग समथिंग अनयूजुअल taking place, so that is why it is not allowing। ये कैप्चर एरर बता रहा है। देखिए, चलिए यू कैन योरसेल्फ ट्राई।
ठीक है,
आई थिंक यू माइट हैव ट्राई। आप ट्राई कर सकते हो, पार्टिसिपेंट ने भी ट्राई किया होगा। इट विल शो यू द लिस्ट ऑफ ऑल दोस मोबाइल नंबर्स व्हिच आर रजिस्टर्ड अगेंस्ट योर आधार, and out of those lists now sometimes you will find that if there is any number which is not your number, what else you can do? इसमें एक ऑप्शन आता है that this is not my number पे क्लिक करके रिपोर्ट करोगे, 12 घंटे के अंदर अंदर नंबर बंद हो जाएगा। तो ये सारा इतना सारा प्रिविलेज गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने यूजर के लिए दिया है, यूजर प्रोटेक्शन के लिए दिया। ओके, सो अब आगे बढ़ते हैं जी। अब आ रहा है आगे, अगला वाला जो फील्ड बता रहा हूं आपको, वो है डिजिटल फोरेंसिक। डिजिटल फोरेंसिक्स के अंदर we carry out the forensic of the devices, okay, and those devices के अंदर हमें पता लगता है there are some internal devices and there are some external devices. So external devices mean, internal devices may be the hard disk drive, may be the solid state drive, external devices may be the pen drives. So sometimes we need to identify whether any external device was ever connected to this computer, and if it was connected, which printer was ever connected to this computer, whether there was any mobile phone device was ever connected to this computer, whether any pen drive was ever connected to this computer. So mean everything, whatever we are connecting to the USB. Okay, so there is one very important component of the computer system, and that area is unexplored area, which is open for the researcher, and that area is known as the registry. So the registry also carries one more big role, is known as the registry forensics. So registry keeps the information of the logs, on which time and date this computer system was switched on, how much duration the user kept on using this computer, how many USB devices were ever connected to this computer, what was the unique identity of that USB device, and how long that device remain connected to this computer. Okay, तो रजिस्ट्री के अंदर एक और कंपोनेंट है जिसको बड़ा अच्छा कंपोनेंट है जी, आप देखेंगे तो हैरान हो जाएंगे, सर इतनी सारी इंफॉर्मेशन मेरे सिस्टम के अंदर पड़ी हुई है। उस कंपोनेंट को बोलते हैं यूएसबी स्टर। यूएसबी स्टर इज द डेटाबेस ऑफ ऑल दोस यूएसबी डिवाइसेस कनेक्टेड टू दिस कंप्यूटर। Okay, so what sort of information is kept by the USB star? Number one, it keeps the information about the identity of device. So mean which device was connected. That device may be the pen drive, device may be the webcam, device may be the printer, device may be the scanner, device may be the mobile phone device, which was connected to the computer through USB. Second information is the serial number of the device. So serial number of device. Do you know that your pen drive is also having a unique serial number, which is not labeled on the pen drive? It is recorded within the pen drive. Okay. Number third information, date/time of connection, plugging, and then next is the date/time of unplugging. So this type of information is there in the USB star, but you cannot directly read the information which is lying in the USB stuff, since that information is in a coded format. So you require a tool. So one open source tool is there which is freely available. So please download that tool. The tool is USB DView. USB DView is an open source tool which will automatically extract all those that information which is lying in the USB stuff. So मैं अभी रन करके दिखा रहा हूँ, मेरे पास ऑलरेडी डाउनलोडेड है ये USB DView. मैं आपको अभी रन करके दिखा रहा हूँ, देखिएगा within 1 minute it will get me the data. USB DView. Just wait, this information is there. USB DView. मेरे पास ऑलरेडी ये है. चलिए मैं इसको रन कर रहा हूँ. देखिए कितना टाइम लगाया सर इसने? ये मेरा लैपटॉप अभी नया है. इसने बता दिया, ये देखो पेन ड्राइव ये देखिए पेन ड्राइव लगा, स्कैन डिस्क क्रूजर, मास स्टोरेज डिवाइस. देखिए इसका सीरियल नंबर भी बता रहा है, डेट एंड टाइम ऑफ प्लगिंग भी बता रहा है, डेट एंड टाइम ऑफ अनप्लगिंग भी बता रहा है. ओके, अब देखो फिंगरप्रिंट सेंसर, ये भी यूएसबी के साथ लगा था इसके साथ. ओके, तो मीन ये मेरे को सारी डिवाइसेस बता रहा है जो इसके साथ लगी थी. और हैड इट बीन, अगर इसके साथ में कोई मोबाइल फोन होता तो ये मोबाइल फोन का मेक एंड मॉडल भी बता देता है. ओके, सो मीन whatever you connect to the computer now is recorded by the device. That device then come up with the evidences for the law enforcement agency. Okay, so अब अगला जो मैं बता रहा हूँ सर आपको, फिर हम इसको वाइंड अप करने से पहले क्वेश्चन आंसर सेशन देंगे. अब मैं बता रहा हूँ now the type of cases are coming up. There's a ransomware attacks. So recent one was the last year case with the AMC. सबको पता है ना? The data of the whole server which was lying in the AMC computer got encrypted. Thereafter, the criminals were asking for 200 crores rupees फिरौती. Okay, तो अब दिक्कत पता क्या होगी? There was no backup of the data. So helpless. The AMC people were totally helpless. So this case came to me. So what we did, we extracted the decryption and the encryption key from the shadow file. Since the server system was on, it was not switched off. What we did? We captured the data from RAM. So after making the image of the RAM, we were able to manipulate with the decryption and the encryption key. Some of the data got decrypted, not a full. So the ransomware attack is again, I'm telling you, posing a great challenge for the law enforcement agency. Since the encryption of the data is so strong now, so no tool across world decrypt that data if in the absence of the decryption key. Okay, so we need to be very careful. Criminals are playing with the tricks, social engineering tricks. They come up with a panic message through our email, and then they pose, that those applications or send the links to you. Through those links, you can be grabbed. Okay, so चलिए केस बताता हूँ आपको. So अगला जो मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, email forensic. So there are many cases are coming up where the threatening emails are being sent. आपको मालूम है अभी पिछले 1 साल से लगातार दिल्ली के सारे स्कूलों में और इवन इंडिया के जो भी प्रेस्टीजियस स्कूल थे सब में हॉक्स बम का मेल आया. Bomb is being planted. Bomb has been planted in the school. And it has given a panic message across the world, especially in India, especially in the capital region. Panic, those box mails are being sent. So मेरे पास एक केस आया था झारखंड का. झारखंड के अंदर one of the senior minister got a email. उनको मेल में क्या आया? That मेल जो थी ना, मेल ये वाली थी सर, ये देखिए उसका मेल आईडी था ASSIN@tutanota.com. Tutanota. Okay, I think most of you might not have heard about the Tutanota. It's a totally encrypted email. So this Tutanota never keeps any logs of the sender, logs of the user. Even the mobile number and the IP address is not captured. Okay, Tutanota. So the mail was assassin@tutanota.com. और मेल में पता क्या लिखा मिनिस्टर को? That you will be chopped within 2 days you will be killed and your body will be chopped and thrown, और नदी का नाम लिखा है, इस नदी में डाल दिए जाओगे। अरे मिनिस्टर साहब को मेल आया तो पैनिक अटैक हो गया उनको। उन्होंने इमीडिएटली डीजीपी को फोन किया, डीजीपी ऑफ द स्टेट, इस बंदे को पकड़ो। अरे ये बंदा ऐसा था, आफ्टर एवरी 10 मिनट्स ही वाज सेंडिंग अगेन मेल एंड मेल, और मेल में लिख रहा था इतने घंटे बच गए। मतलब वो ना भी मरता तो एंजाइटी से मर जाता वो। अब हुआ क्या, when the matter was reported to the DGP ना, तो DGP found the mail service provider से Cuta Nota. A lawful request was sent to the Cuta Nota which is from Germany. इनको क्या बोला गया, बताया जाए ये वाला मेल भेजने वाले का आईपी एड्रेस क्या था। तो Cuta Nota ने रिवर्ट पता क्या किया, since we are not keeping any logs of the user, even the IP address and the mobile number is not captured, so we express our inability to help the law enforcement agency. Okay, so the Cuta Nota failed in providing any information to the police, so the case remained untraced for 1 day altogether, and that offender was again time and again sending mail to the minister, तो इतने घंटे बच गए आपके जीने में अभी। तो अब देखो कितनी एंजाइटी बढ़ गई। So I got a call from the superintendent of police who was investigating this case. So please help us in cracking this criminal. So what I did, मैंने उनको बोला, मैंने कहा सर ट्यूटा मुल्ता से तो कोई मदद नहीं मिलने वाली, but what else we can do? Okay, so here comes the case of the email forensic. We can crack such type of cases by 2 ways. Number 1 is through the header of the email. Okay. So header keeps the information, mean details of the sender, details of the recipient, payload, date and time of the composing of the email. The whole root is there in the mail. But sometimes what happens na, when the email is encrypted na, so header also gives a very few information. So mean header of the email was even analyzed, but still the law enforcement agency was not able to get back the information of the sender. So the superintendent of police rang me up. मैंने उनको बोला, मैंने कहा सर एक काम करता हूँ, मैं ना ईमेल को मैं कंपोज करता हूँ, आप एक काम कीजिएगा, मिनिस्टर साहब की मेल से मैं एक मेल आपको भेज रहा हूँ, आपने सिर्फ कॉपी पेस्ट करना है। So what I did, I composed one email, crafted email, and that email was having one script in between. That script was, the moment the mail is opened, I will get back the user agents. I think you might be aware of what are the user agents. User agents give me the information of the identity of the device, number 1. Number 2, the operating system of the device. And number 3, the IP address of the user. This information we will get back. So what I did, I crafted one email with a hidden script in between. And I asked the superintendent of police, please send this mail through the victim mail ID, minister. So उस मेल में पता क्या लिखा था मैंने कहा कि देखिए मेरे को आप छोड़ दीजिए, मेरे को मत मारिए, जितना पैसा चाहिए आपको मैं पैसा देने के लिए तैयार हूँ। अब जैसे मैंने मेल का जवाब बनाया ना, उसने इमीडिएटली खोल ली, जब खोली ना मेरे को वापस क्या आया, the email was opened with the device Oppo A54 and I got the IP address. And that IP address was of the Vodafone Idea, Jharkhand circle. अरे वो बंदा पकड़ा गया, पता है कौन निकला, रीडर ऑफ द मिनिस्टर। ओके, अब देखो, अब मैंने क्या किया, स्क्रिप्ट कैसे लिखी, स्क्रिप्ट में कुछ नहीं करना, ऑटोमेटिक पोर्टल्स आर देयर। एक वेबसाइट है www.readnotify.com, readnotify.com. So when you visit this site, so 10 emails you can send free of cost. What it will do, it will compose an email with a hidden script in between. So mean that the recipient will not suspect that whether there is something fishy in between. So that read notify, I'm going to show you how it works now. Read notify, just wait.
So you replied that email to the same Tota Nota that you were showing.
So how did you get
No.
the email ID?
We send a lawful request to the Tota Nota. Tota Nota in turn replied that they are not keeping any logs since it is an encrypted email.
So
what we did,
How did you send that scripted email? To whom did you send? How did you?
We send the mail directly to the recipient. Recipient mean the offender.
assassin@tutanota.com.
No, not a Tutanuta.
Okay.
We just simply made use of a read notify. Create an account here. So what it will show you whenever you create an account, so then you need to compose an email. So we compose an email through the inbox of the victim, Veena Minister. So when we compose the mail, it asks for the email ID of the recipient. So email ID में पता क्या लिखा आपने recipient में? ASSAN@tutanota.com.readnotify.com. So when you create an account now, so you need to send an email by this. So recipient will only this portion will be visible. इतना ही portion recipient को visible होगा. ये बाकी का portion भी visible होगा. So rest of the portion is the server of the read notify. So what will happen? तो आपको पता होगा पुराने टाइम में हम किसी को रजिस्ट्री भेजते थे ना, साथ में एक्नॉलेजमेंट ड्यू भेज देते थे. सो अभी भी मेल के अंदर प्रोविजन होता है, तो इट विल नोटिफाई यू द मोमेंट द मेल इज ओपन. ओके, सो गवर्नमेंट सेक्रेटरी में क्या लिखा था? मोमेंट द मेल इज ओपन ना, इट विल रिवर्ट अस बैक द IP address and the device identity. That person was nabbed through the social engineering itself. So मतलब टूटा तो encrypted मेल लेके बैठा था, पर मेरे को जब इसने मेल खोली ना, so I will be reverted back with the IP address only. Okay, even if it is encrypted.
Sir, excuse me, sir, we are running out of time now.
So
I request you to please wind up in few minutes.
Well, I'm winding up. I will have a question answer session towards the end. Before I wind up now, so I will stop sharing my screen. And I will ask, it's a huge topic.
Yeah.
And lot of avenues are there. So who are the participants who are doing research in this field, PhD?
Yeah.
So I will request you to please come up with the cyber forensics research. बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स हैं, मैं अपना नंबर शेयर कर देता हूँ. My number is there with the host of this program. मेरा नंबर ले लीजिएगा. So मैंने आपको बताया इतने सारे टॉपिक है ना, अगर रिसर्च करेंगे तो that research will entail a lot of credibility to you. Okay. So कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहे तो पूछ सकता है.
Yeah, so I have a question. Like, how do you secure CCTV? Because we get to see lots of YouTube videos where some people have logged into the scammers' CCTV cameras and they get to see and all. So घर पे CCTV है तो like उसको कैसे secure कर सकता है? Like
so mean CCTV systems are vulnerable since these are IP based. So what we do now, we bind the device. So generally, whenever you have a CCTV based camera installed at your location, we forget to bind the devices. So what generally I recommend, apart from the intrusion detection programs, we used to bind the MAC addresses. MAC addresses mean only the limited MAC addresses are allowed to have access to the CCTV system with intrusion detection. So most of the CCTV cameras are vulnerable. And if you go through the Google Doc file, I think Google Docking तो आपने देखा होगा ना, there you will find a command Google Doc file, URK. Google has got a huge hacking database. Google में जाके आपने Google करना Google Doc file. So you will come across with a command of accessing the open or vulnerable IP-based cameras. So best solution is binding the devices. That devices you can bind at your home through your Wi-Fi, or you can secure your Wi-Fi also. ठीक है? यही एक तरीका है और कोई तरीका नहीं.
Any other question? Yeah, please. Some question. Yeah, please.
are you able to hear us, sir?
Has lost.
Yeah.
हाँ. अभी connection is there? हाँ. Somebody is raising hand. थोड़ा आगे आके करेंगे बात.
तो सर एक्चुअली मार्केट में एक ही आईने के कई डिवाइस होते हैं इंडिया में सर एंड्रॉइड फोन या स्मार्टफोन के एक ही आईने के कई डिवाइस होते हैं 100 भी 200 भी 1000 भी. अगर एक बंदा क्राइम करता है तो सारे आईने ब्लॉक कर देते हैं, उसमें जेन्युइन यूजर भी होता है. तो इज देयर एनी वे टू हैंडल दिस सर?
We are handling such type of cases, nowadays what is happening, criminals are doing a duplicacy of the IME numbers. There is one device called IME flasher, which can duplicate your IME numbers. So suppose if your IME number is exposed, na, so what does the criminal will do? He will create a duplicate copy of the device.
Yes.
So we are already in dialogue with the telecom service provider. If there is any duplicate IME numbers, that would not be allowed to make use of. So what else we are verifying right now? The legitimate user versus the offenders, duplicate user. So what else you can do, to protect your device exposed? Illegitimately, your IME number has been blocked by the law enforcement agency or by the telecom service provider. So we can send a request to the telecom service provider to the build copy. Portal is giving you this facility for unblocking the wrongly blocked IME device. Okay. So we have already feature in place. We are doing so. Unblocking is already in place with us. Yes. Anybody else? Thank you.
Sir, can we encrypt any such type of link like you have given a brief that can find our location or company of the device, brand name, etc. So can we encrypt such type of website or any kind of this link into an image format?
Yeah, it can be. We were already doing some research in the IP grabbing.
Because currently what a new scam is going on, some scammers are sending WhatsApp images, and if I download that image, yeah, the scammer get my mobile number, the device brand name, and all the info of that.
Those are not images, those are embedded links within the images, okay?
No, sir, that is only image.
Ah,
The link is
those are
encrypted in the image.
That's what he said.
No, those are IP grabbing. We were already doing,
Okay.
the research. So
Okay.
what do you mean to say that is there any way through which
Yes,
we can
sir.
identify
Yes, sir.
whether that
Wait.
image is having some encrypted link
Yeah.
in between or not? Na?
Correct,
Okay.
correct. Yes, sir.
So what best you can do is you just simply visit a site virustotal.com.
Virus, sir, can you
Upload
just
I will share my screen, okay?
yeah.
Virus total.
I will again share my screen. I will share my screen, Just wait. Couple of minutes only, So the www.virustotal.com. Okay, or you can deploy one security personnel on your mobile phone device, and that is one application has been now promoted by the government of India, which will safeguard your device. That application is you just download that application from the Play Store with mKavach.
Yes, sir.
mKavach version 2 is there. Okay, so mean if there is any objectionable or any malicious link or embedded encryption is there within any image, it will alert you up. Okay, so one more thing that the scammers are doing right now, they are taking over your WhatsApp and thereafter sending messages, multiple messages to your all contacts. So such type of cases are very frequent. What they are doing, they are getting your all calls forwarded. So I've seen many students, whose calls have been forwarded by the scammers, and thereafter, after forwarding the calls, they were committing crime. So we just need to identify whether my call forwarding, whether there is any call forwarding in place on my mobile phone device or not. So please सारे के सारे अपने मोबाइल पे भी डायल करेंगे *62#. So it's a USSD code which will provide us the information about the call forwarding. And if after dialing this USSD code, you are finding any 10-digit number with activated call forwarding, so be very careful. So mean your mobile phone device is having call forwarding enabled.
Sir,
Okay. So what we need to do at that time? So please dial #21# is the code for deactivating all active call forwarding. Okay, so #21# is a code which will deactivate if there is any call forwarding. One more feature is there which you can apply in the WhatsApp, and if you have not applied, do so today itself. That is enable two-step verification. So this, after enabling this two-step verification, mean if somebody is trying to take over your WhatsApp account, he will not be able to take over in the absence of the this two-factor authentication code. So this option is available under WhatsApp settings, accounts, then two-step verification. And I would also request to please एक और काम कीजिएगा, अपने WhatsApp की कम से कम सेटिंग्स में प्राइवेसी में जाके देखेंगे, एक और बड़ा अच्छा फीचर है जो आपने बताया था ना आईपी ग्रैब वाला, वो फिर उससे बच जाओगे आप. Go to the privacy under your settings and then आप स्क्रॉल डाउन करके आपको एक फीचर मिलेगा, उस फीचर को बोलते हैं एडवांस. Under this advanced, you will find three options. आपको तीन ऑप्शंस मिलेंगे. पहला ऑप्शन है ब्लॉक अननोन मैसेजेस. तो ये फीचर आपने तब करना है when you are being continuously stalked the phone by some unknown persons. So enable this feature. So mean if any contact is not saved in your mobile phone device, you will not be able to get any message. But दूसरे वाला फीचर बड़ा जबरदस्त है जो उसको तो सबने करके रखना है. उसको क्या करना है, आईपी प्रोटेक्टर. IP, enable this IP protect. So mean somebody is trying to grab to get the information of your device, mean your mobile number, your IP, your device IAV number through WhatsApp. So if you have enabled this IP protector, even if we have sent a malicious photograph to you, you will not be able to get back the device identity. So and the third feature इसको भी enable करना, वो वाला feature है कि link preview. Link preview mean if somebody sending you a YouTube video, that video is having malicious link, so it will preview. So if you enable this link preview, so mean you will only get the link where link, not a will make you some crazy will lure you, attract you.
Sir,
Okay,
so
sir.
we are extremely sorry, sir, for
Sir,
disturbing
we
you.
are
Because-
out of
Sir,
time.
actually-
So yeah,
We are running
so
out of time.
I think if there is any question, you can share me on my WhatsApp number.
बढ़िया.
So that I have already shared.
Yeah. So that would be great, sir. So thank you very
Thank
much,
you
sir,
very much,
for
sir.
your
For your-
time, and you have accepted our invitation and delivering this wonderful talk. I thought we should give more time to you to understand these various important topics, and but unfortunately we were running out of time. So thank you very much, sir, for giving this
Thank you.
wonderful keynote tutorial session in this conference, and really participants and attendees have benefited from this information. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
So now we are ending this session, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are again meeting here at 2 p.m. So be quick for the lunch. Lunch is available in the computer department down to. Yeah. So,
I don't have one more here.
Please bring this. I will put this in this, over here.
Okay.
I have two kids also.
Yeah. So while Okay. Yeah. that's what I was saying. I know that you know, I know double fund of the money and I will let you write value. Now you can write for it. Yeah, yeah. No, you can definitely say. These three types, like actually, I have married for also like we started there until maybe till I left Noida we were in touch. Yeah, after coming in like yeah, that is possible. Yeah, that is also. Yeah, okay. Okay. So it's talking to your dad is academia is appreciated like you like to see okay. No, that I was telling you sometimes those guys but see I told you yesterday I was telling you. So when I gave to different people they did not say anything. Okay, they said. But like maybe 1 week when I was just supposed to leave then they started saying you know we will do that, we will try it. We will do it kind of a weekdays IIT like so please leave your area. So they started doing that now they still need okay. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so I can we can say like saying I love you, so what we are Manu. She's different, it's no right. Yeah, yeah, we will be like yeah, yeah. No, no, it will be nice. It will be normally all right because of this focusing this one. So, okay, okay, okay. That's good. Yeah, so as I was saying, like, in my kind even if I had to give a talk outside, then they will get so much. Like, it used to be an invitation, it must be much, but now they have I feel something. I was on this conference, I have to make a 2, 3, 4, okay, okay, okay. But they are good. Yeah, you also. Yeah, 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 yeah. So, good one.
So शाम को ले लेंगे भाई मेरा मेरा इस होटल
अच्छे से बस देखो वैसे नहीं वो भी आना चाहिए मतलब थोड़ा बहुत